3 aims! So, for today's video podcast, we are going to talk about perception and truth. Sorry,
But
guys.
of course, let us first introduce ourselves.
Okay, so I'm Anya.
I'm Ira.
I'm Anne.
And I'm May.
So that's the reason why our group is called 3AIM, because 3A and
1M.
1M. So it's pronounced as 3AIM.
The only M.
The only M. Okay. So,
Belgian it, guys.
so here we have 2 decks. So you hold my mic. Yeah. So here we have 2 decks of cards. We have past and we have present. So why? Why do we have this? It's because we're going to talk about the perception and truths about the Marcos family. So Marcos na naman, guys.
Okay.
Are you excited about that?
So why do we have to talk about the past of Marcoses?
We have to talk about the past because they're the foundations of our present.
Wow. Big word, big word.
Yeah.
So, first, we have our past decks. So, we have here 4 cards and we'll be picking each card
Okay,
along the
so,
way. So, pick,
I'll
guys.
I'll pick.
Do the honor.
Not one.
Oh my god.
First is the
Oh.
malakas and maganda. So May will explain this.
So, malakas and maganda. Saan ba nang galing ang metolohiyang malakas at maganda? So, ito ay pinapaniwalaan ng ating mga katutubo na dito nagmula ang bawat isa sa ating Pilipino, na tayo ay galing sa isang kawayan na nahati sa dalawa at tayo ang lumabas dito. Ngunit, sa tagal ng panahon, pinalitan ito ng mga Marcos.
Why?
Dahil gusto nilang magsimpleng ehemplo na si Malakas ay si Marcos at maganda si Imelda. Dati kasi, wala naman talagang gender si Malakas at maganda. Pero dahil sa kanila, nalagyan ito ng gender. Ang sabi, malakas daw si Marcos, it symbolizes the peace and power. While Imelda naman symbolizes the beauty, the love, and I don't know.
The femininity.
Oh.
Like
So
that.
basically, malakas is being
Masculine.
Yeah.
masculine.
Yeah.
A man.
Also, guys, did you remember about our discussion of class? Where Sir mentioned that usually yung mga nananalo in our politics was like they are
Oh, yeah.
portrayed as malakas, or even may mga TV series, right?
Yup.
Like FPJ, so he actually won the election but he was rigged of that. So yeah, you can continue.
So, connection with that then, nasama din si Arab sa mga namuno sa bansa natin na pinapaniwalaang na malakas. So, yun, naging embodiment ng mga Pilipina dati, ang Marcos family. So, dahil nga, royal family daw sila, royal family, so, si Marcos at si Maganda ang first family, ang first couple na pinapaniwalaan nila. So, ayun.
So, yun yung perception ng mga tao sa
So they tend to connect politics sa mga myths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have it, guys. That's the malakas and maganda concept for you by May. And now we have the remaining 3 concepts here. So let's pick, guys.
I will pick.
Okay,
I will
yeah.
pick.
May will
Okay.
pick. It's the press freedom. Oh, press freedom, guys. Okay.
I like the topic. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
what do we mean when we say press freedom? So, press freedom is the ability of media people, of journalists to give out information without any restriction from certain authorities, from like the government authorities. This press freedom is a right. right nila to as journalists. A right that was not really practiced during the martial law. A right that was non-existent. Why? Okay, let's talk about it. So, do you guys remember sa ethics natin? I think module 4 yun.
Yeah.
Na pills kay Professor Luis Teodoro. Okay, so si Professor Luis Teodoro, he was a journalist back then sa martial law. And sa video na yon, sa interview na yon, he shared na during that time, information was regulated. So, it means na kapag magsusulat ka ng column, magsusulat ka ng article, dapat may susundan kang certain rules na dapat you will not say this to what, this to Sir Marcos,
So all
such.
the articles before is filtered.
Yeah, filtered or regulated. So kapag hindi yon nasundan, there would be consequences. Consequences such as may possibility na pwede kang ma-arrest. Well, actually, si Professor Teodoro, he was actually arrested for writing a column about Miss Imelda Marcos. So, yun. So, ano pa ba? So, yung pag-arrest kay Professor Teodoro, that was only one of the many. Paano na lang pa kaya yung mga hindi na-report na certain crimes by the government to the media people back then.
Yeah, so basically the media was a tool for the government, no?
Yeah.
During that time.
Yeah, they had full control. Kaya naman, yun yung way nila to alter the perception of people.
Yeah.
So, if I remember correctly, there were 71 journalists killed. So, and then, yeah.
That is reported pa lang.
Reported pa lang. Paano na lang kaya yung iba? And then, there was a concept na shinare ni Professor Teodoro na there were certain levels of press freedom back then. So, first was the underground level. Dito sa underground level, dito sinishare or dito sinusulat ng mga journalists ang mga facts, the truth. And this is a very dangerous level kasi they don't know na baka the next morning maarestuhan sila or baka the government might actually kill them. This is a very dangerous place for them. Then they also had this legal press. Ito yung the top level. So dito, the information was regulated, meaning magsusulat ang mga journalists ng mga columns and i-check ng mga certain people in authority, and yun ang ilalabas sa media outlets. Kaya surely the perception of the people was altered. And alam nyo ba na besides that, meron din tayong shutdown, like total shutdown and takeover of certain media. And, di ba, nalala nyo nung bago umalis si Duterte sa position niya as president, he
2022?
Yeah. Di ba? Yeah. And then he shut down ABS-CBN, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was actually the second time. That was actually the second time niya. That was actually the second time na na-shutdown ng ABS-CBN. And the first time was during the, of course, martial law. So, pina-shutdown ni Ferdinand Marcos because sabi niya, subversive daw ang mga contents ng mga channels na yon.
What is that?
What?
Subversive.
Yeah.
Subversive means to base your actions on undermining a certain existing authority or government authority. So, ayun. So,
they were perceiving themselves as victim sa media. Like, they labeled the media as like abusive of their power. Okay.
That's their way of somehow glorifying themselves to the eyes of people. Ayun. So, yes, press freedom was press freedom is a right that was not practiced during the martial law. And media ethics was not respected.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So parang before, during the martial law, media, siya yung naging main tool to manipulate people that
Yes.
that our generation that time or Marcos time is so good. What
Golden
they call
age.
Golden age.
Yes, golden
so,
age.
it's just full of manipulation.
Yeah. It's a
Because
tactic.
press freedom is not being practiced.
Yeah.
It's a form of manipulation.
And alam naman natin na ang media is one of the primary tools for information
Especially
dissemination,
before.
right?
Because
Oo.
before we don't have enough
We have
tools.
phones. We don't even
Yeah.
have Wi-Fi in our
We don't
house.
we don't have they didn't have the ability to fact check.
Yeah.
Kasi wala silang mga Wi-Fi
Very
and all.
limited information.
Yeah.
And all of the TV befores are channeled by Marcos.
Yeah.
I remember my father told me one story that there is one channel that parang yung channel na yun, purpose niya lang is to give news to people how good Marcos is. So, whole day, it's about Marcos. And hindi wala yung advantage, disadvantage, or bad or good. It's all good. So, if you watch that, you have no choice but to manipulate it kasi you can fact check.
Oo.
So,
Glory to you, Marcos.
So imagine if na-continue yun, yung dictatorship niya, magiging North Korea tayo.
yeah.
Yeah, right?
North Korea.
Hypothetical, but yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Passed by generations.
Okay.
Okay.
So there you have it. That's our talk about press freedom. So we have 2 remaining decks here about the past. So you guys choose.
Okay, you go. I be like.
What do you pick?
Ayan, go.
Italiano Gold.
Okay.
Okay.
The only M.
Our only M.
So, Taliano Gold. So, who do you think Taliano is and how is it connected to the Marcos?
I have no idea.
Oh, actually, hindi ko alam about Taliano Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taliano Gold was, sabi nila, na yun yung unang namuno sa Pilipinas together with other countries. But, before then, meron lang tayong mga sultan at raha na namumuno sa Pilipinas. So, paano nagkaroon ng Taliano Gold or pamilyang Taliano na connected sa Marcos? Ang sabi-sabi doon is meron daw ang Taliano na ginto na pinangalan kay Marcos. At tanging si Marcos lang daw ang makakakuha nito. Stated by Karen Hudes, who is a former na tauhan ng World Bank. So kung titignan mo, medyo kapani-paniwala nga siya kasi tauhan siya ng World Bank. But then, naglabas ng statement ang World Bank na kung ano man daw ang nilabas ni Karen ay wala sa kanila yun. At wala ni isa ang totoo na merong ginto ang mga Marcos. At hindi rin totoo na Pilipinas ang pinakamayaman dahil sa Taliano Gold. Dahil kabulahanan nga ito at walang katotohanan. At isa pa, si Karen Hudes ay isang conspiracy theories.
Oh, okay.
So,
gawa-gawa.
So, ayun, gawa-gawa niya lang and then nalipat sa Marcos. And then, meron din isang libro actually na na-publish si Marcos. Para siyang diary niya and then nilabas sa public. And then, people were all looking for information about Taliano Gold. Kasi nga, sabi nila na ang Taliano Gold ang makakapagligtas ng sanlibutan. Hindi lang ng Pilipinas. So, ayun.
So, ganun siya kalaki.
So, ayun. Hanggang ngayon, yung story about Taliano Gold is napapasa-pasa. At last election, naging ano pa rin siya, on top pa rin siya na
I think it's still one of the biggest impact.
yes, na mabibigyan lahat ng Pilipino ng isang ginto at tayo ay magiging milyonaryo.
But I have a question regarding that. wasn't there a documentary of Imelda saying na meron ngang gold? Or was it just my confusion? Like, just for clarification.
Yes, meron. Meron. Actually, yun yung interview niya with Karen Hudas.
Yeah.
But then again, yun nga, naglabas yung World Bank ng statement na there is nothing na meron silang ginto from the Marcos.
So, not only did Karen say that, but si Imelda rin sinabi niya.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
That will
in-steer nila.
later be explained, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that's all about Taliana Gold.
Okay.
And additionally, I think that's why parang during election, last election, madaming mahihirap ang namanipula ng mga Marcoses.
Yes.
Because it's all about gold. And kapag mahirap ka, if you're underprivileged, syempre ang gusto mong makamit sa life is to have that kahit konti lang ng gold na
Oo.
yun. To be successful, to not just successful, but to afford daily living. So, that's why.
So, they
So
give
sad.
up false hope, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, lastly, we have...
The windmill for the past.
Yeah, so that will be discussed by me. So, when we talk about windmills, what part of the country do you think of, guys?
Ilocos.
Ilocos.
What
Ilocos
Yeah. Okay, so
Ballack.
correct. Ilocos Norte.
It's the Ballack.
So, these windmills were usually used by the Marcoses as parang commercial nila, right? Like, even last election with Sara Duterte and Bongbong Marcos, they use these windmills parang, kasi they are known, di ba? Parang people go to Ilocos Norte to see these windmills. So when they use that sa commercial, parang the people thought na, ay, project to ng Marcos, so they are good. But the truth is, this is not their project. So paano nga ba na-bring up yung issue na to? So last 2022, noong presidential election, former Mayor Isko Moreno said that bakit hindi raw linawin ni Bongbong Marcos on the truth about these windmills. Kasi nga, hindi nila to project. So, paano nga ba nag-start? So, of course, before I talk about this, I had to do some research. So, this article by Power Technology named Burgos Project Windmill. So, yung project na to was created by Burgos affiliated with EDC or Energy Development Company. So basically, this was commissioned in the year 2014 and nag-start siya noong 2013 pa. The groundbreaking of this was around April and then nagsimula na yung mismong construction of it around June 2013. So guys, are you not wondering kung magkano nga ba yung nagasto sa project na to?
Yeah, magkano
Millions,
yung-
millions, trillions.
Actually, in peso, if we talk about peso, it would be billions. But kasi we use the currency ng US dollars with here.
Why?
Dollars.
Why dollars?
Why dollars? Kasi nga, yung loans or the money came from foreign and local banks.
Utang na naman.
Yeah, so basically loan siya. But it's not a project of the government. It's a private project.
So it's business project.
Yeah, it's a business.
So, if 2014 or 2013 siya ginawa, why is it connected to the Marcoses?
Because of Ilocos Norte. So, tagasan nga ba?
Yeah, dun
Mga
sa
Marcos. So, they are based on. And also, di ba, parang, they never, like, decline the notion na hindi
Yep.
sila yung gumawa nito.
Yep.
Actually, Marcos, several times, nag-like siya ng posts regarding, like, them glorifying the Marcoses for creating this project. When in fact, it was not their project. So, yeah. So, going back sa money talk, it was around $450 million.
50?
Ooh.
450?
$450 million.
Dollars. It's dollars, okay?
So, I don't know how much that is in peso, but basically, billions.
Billions.
Yeah, billions. So, yeah, $315 million of that was from foreign and local banks. And 20 million naman is from Asian Bank Development.
Oh, di ba doon tayo kumukuha ng mga loans?
Yeah. So, 20 million.
Habang buhay na tayo may utang.
Yeah. So,
But, of course, I have to ask you guys, alam niyo ba yung bansang magaling sa paggawa ng windmills?
no, ano yun?
Unilag.
Singapore? Singapore?
It's Denmark.
Oh,
Denmark.
Yeah. So, Denmark-based project ito. Sila yung nag-build ng windmills of this. And because known sila sa commercial wind power noong 1970s. So, yeah, that's basically the history of windmills in Ilocos Norte.
So, do you think, ano kayang benefits nito ng mga windmill?
So,
Sa
Sa Filipino people.
yeah, Filipino people.
Yeah.
Basically, not for Filipino people. It's more
Northern
on...
people only.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's more on for our bansa. Kasi it's clean energy nga, di ba?
Sustainable energy.
Yeah, it's sustainable energy. We use the wind, like, it's natural, guys. So, it's better for our country. But in a sense, hindi siya for the people, actually. Kasi parang it's business-based. So, basically,
So,
the
Filipino people had to pay.
yeah, they have to pay for their electricity and such.
Eh di anong coverage nun, yung mga windmills na yun? Like, ilang tao or ilang families or ilang houses ang kaya niyang mapower.
Yeah. So, annually, it can power to 2 million households.
So, that's a lot na rin.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But it's for business. So
Yeah, but it's for business.
Yeah. Only
cannot-
business.
We cannot
Dapat.
benefit for it.
Yeah, that's
Oh, we can benefit, pero we need
have to pay.
Yeah, we need to
have
pay.
to pay, yeah. Still the same, but renewable.
But at
clean
least it's
energy.
clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the earth will benefit on it.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, next we move forward.
Okay. So, we're done with our past decks.
Okay.
So, if we have past, we have
Process.
Wow.
lapit na ko, guys.
Okay, go here.
So, we have present deck.
So here's our present deck. We have, again, 4 concepts, or 4 issues. Hey! Yeah, 4 issues. So yeah, you guys pick.
What's this?
Save the world with what?
With what?
With what?
What?
With what?
So this is based from Imelda Marcos' statement that statement is their money itself can save Filipino people, and not just Filipino people but the whole world.
Yeah, that is connected with the Italiano
Italiano
gold.
gold. There's an interview, actually 2 interviews that Imelda Marcos showing a document shows that former President Ferdinand Marcos deposits in one of I think Brazil banks
Yeah.
$987 billion.
Oh my god.
So
I'm
that's trillion. So if you think about it, that alone can pay our debt. Yeah. That alone. But on other interview, kay Mel Chanco naman, nagkaroon din ng document. May document din. $204 billion. So that's separate.
Iba pa yun.
Iba pa yun. And
I
dalawang document lang yun.
I think yung sinasabi ni Anne na 200 plus is the one na nakuha na ng Philippine government sa Marcos
So it's
family.
nasa Philippines.
Yeah. And then,
The 987 billion is from BBC news interviews.
So that proves our point that money is for the Filipinos, not theirs. Kaya kasi nakuha na ng country natin.
it's the ill-gotten wealth.
So, inano namin siya sa present because this is highly, ginamit din siya as a tool to manipulate people during the election. Kasi, yun nga, dahil Philippines is not so rich country and we have a lot of underprivileged people. So, money can really manipulate everything. So, nagkaroon siya ng manipulation by saying na Marcos will help us, improve our economics. Kasi, nagkaroon din before ng, golden age nga yung Marcos time.
Yep.
So, parang they want it back. Gusto nila maano yung ganong klaseng presyo daw, ganong klaseng pamamalakad. Because, golden age. Sino bang may ayaw ng golden age for our country, right? But, hindi nga siya totoo. Kasi, during the Marcos time, madami naging utang. Madami naging infrastructures, pero madami ding naging utang na hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin nagiging accountable ang Marcoses. So, if it's true that Marcos family have $987 billion, it can benefit our country if it's really for our country or it's really for the world. But in saying that, if kung yun yung gusto nilang parang gamitin tool to prove their family na wala silang conscience, they are not guilty, kailangan din, we think, kailangan din magkaroon ng transparency and accountability for their past wrongdoings. Kasi their past wrongdoings cannot erased by their $987 billion.
And I think before they can save the world, they need to pay their debt.
Kasi hanggang ngayon, tayo ang nagbabayad ng mga ginawa nilang utang.
Yup.
Tayo ang nagbabayad ng marangyang buhay nila noon, na hanggang ngayon, marangyang buhay pa rin yung natatamasa nila. And, Pangulo pa nga yung anak nila ngayon.
Yes.
Political dynasty.
Binabayaran ulit natin sila.
And unfortunately, lahat sila, pamilya ay nasa gobyerno.
So,
Political
ngayon,
dynasty.
hanggang ngayon, kahit travel kung saan, even though hindi siya for government, even though it's not for our country, Pilipino ang nagbabayad ng mga luho ng mga Marcoses. And it's not just because we're mad at Marcos. It's true. Pilipino ang nagbabayad ng luho ng mga Marcos.
Yes.
Sinong pangulo ang manonood ng F1 to promote the
I
country?
wanna watch F1.
Sinong pangulo ang manonood ng F1? Uy, alam mo ba, our Philippines is so great. Meron bang manonood ng F1 to promote a country? Wala. So it's just pure
I wanna watch F1.
Yeah, let's watch
Take me to
F1.
F1. Wow, Marcos.
And nagkaroon din ng concert na sa Philippine Arena lang.
You've got a ticket.
Ano pa sila, nag-airplane or chopper pa
Chopper.
sila to
It was
go
a chopper.
there.
Anong concert naman?
The Coldplay.
The
Yes.
Coldplay.
It was a 2 concert after one and another na naman.
And that chopper is, syempre, fun by Filipino people. Ganyan tayo ka-generous.
Ang dami nagreklamo about the traffic nun, pero sila agad
chopper.
nandun.
Because they don't wanna deal with the
So, hindi tayo
traffic.
mahirap, guys. Kasi kaya nating punan ang luho ng Pangulo.
That's funny.
Hindi tayo mahirap. Okay, so next topic.
Next
So,
topic.
ayun. So, we have 3 remaining decks.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing. Made in Malacanang.
It's the caviar.
Ano ba siya? Parang helper in Malacanang.
Yes, that's actually right. Okay, so Made in Malacanang is a film directed by Daryl Yap. So, kilala niyo ba si Daryl Yap? Siya yung director Vincent Demets. Nalala niyo yun, yung pandemic.
Yeah, they trend
Yung mga
at the
comedy
peak of
skits niya.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Ayun, sabihin ko.
But
Yeah,
sexy siya, di ba?
I used to watch them before. Like, yung Love Life, Crush pa lang. Syempre, walang ginagawa eh. So, and grabe yung trending talaga nila noon. As in, lahat ng friends ko nakashare sa content
Yeah,
nila.
sinusubay ko yan.
But then, they use kids. Then suddenly, nagkaroon na ng naguhubad yung girl.
Oh.
So, from kids content,
Exploiting.
nag-transition siya sa sexualizing women.
Okay.
Like, alam mo yung content nila, galit lang yung babae, but
maghuhubad
maghuhubad siya with
tapos
just
nakabra.
bra on.
Yeah.
So, imagine that. Syempre, if it's kids content, may mga, even though the content itself is about love life, may mga manonood na kids. Tapos magka-transitions ka na sa full of cursings, then nagsasexualize pa. So, I stopped watching it because of it.
Okay, so
There you
let's
have it. That's really up for you guys. Okay, so this film, Made in Malacanang by Daryl Yap, it is a Marcos-centric film. So, it is about the untold story, the untold 72 hours before they were exiled to Hawaii. So, actually personally, hindi ko pa to napapanood.
May
But-
nakapanood na ba sa akin?
Wala pa ba?
Wala.
I watched the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The trailer, yeah, I watched it. But the whole movie, no, it didn't
I'm not
have.
interested.
I didn't have.
Not interested at all. But I do remember na one scene nila doon, it was their last day in the Philippines and then they were eating caviar. And then sabi pa ng isang maid, ang sabi niya, last day na nga natin, magkakaviar pa tayo. Kung kailan daw sila naghihirap, doon sila kakain ng caviar. So, what's the point of that?
Nag-hear ba sila ever? Parang hindi naman.
Okay.
Okay, so yun. So, I just searched some like summary sa Google because I can't watch it online. Wala akong mahanap na free like
Let's not support it.
yeah.
Wala ka mahanap ng
Do
free
not
content.
support.
So, actually, don't pay for it. Oh, no.
Ang rent lang
We are
ata
already
200.
paying for their, utang.
Yeah. No way. Ayun. So, yung film na to, this was an attempt to, according to IMDb, to humanize the already demonized Marcoses. So, pinakita dito yung weaknesses nila before going to Hawaii. They, pinakita nila yung si President Marcos na may sakit, tapos yung family, they were like, alam mo yun, like they were so sad na syempre, papalayasin ka pa ba naman sa own country mo. So naturally, you would feel sad. So yun ang pinakita nila all throughout that film. And kaya siya tinawag na Maid in Malacanang because yung viewpoint na to, it's about, it is told from the eyes of their 3 maids. So actually, I think yung mga 3 maids na yun, yung isa sa mga maid na yun, bumalik na ngayon sa family nila since, diba, naging president na si Bongbong.
So, they're back in Malacanang.
Yeah, they're back in Malacanang. So, ayun. So, what's controversial about this film is that yung trailer na to ni-release habang ongoing pa lang yung elections.
2022 elections.
Yeah, 2022 elections. So, naturally, parang na-invoke sa mga minds ng mga tao na, oh, ganito pala sila dati, ganito pala yung paghihirap nila nung...
So, they targeted emotions
Yeah.
and heart.
Yeah, but I guess, nung pinalabas yan, it was after the elections.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yung movie na, tama, yung release ng movie after na nung nanalo si Bongbong, which was a very strategic, manipulative way to gain those number of votes.
It was the idea of Amy Marcos.
Yeah, Amy Marcos. Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say that. Yung paggawa ng film na to was parang nag-usap si Amy Marcos ta si Daryl Yap. So silang dalawa yung nag-produce ng film na to.
They worked several times now before that film.
Yeah, actually si Amy Marcos na feature siya sa mga isa sa skits ni Vincent ng Vincentiments.
And all of their contents is
Isn't she a senator?
targeting
Lenny.
Lenny.
Yeah.
Isn't she a senator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yun. So with their tactic, with their strategy, na again, na gain na naman or na alter yung perception ng mga tao about the Marcoses, thus gaining them favor in the elections, which then again brought the Marcoses back to power. So yun, imagine how strong that perception was.
Okay.
So yun, I have a question. Since, di ba, the 4 of us were Lenny supporters? Yeah, right?
Yes!
Right?
You! Definitely! No, you're from Ilocos.
I'm from the north, but I'm Lenny. Sir, I'm Lenny. So, I have a question. If tayo was in that position, pero si Lenny naman yung main focus ng movie, and during that elections, gumawa tayo ng movie about her, what would it be if it was the other way around? Do you think manipulative pa rin yun?
Well,
What would be the top?
it can only be manipulative if you're not telling the truth. or
Yeah.
If you're twisting the facts.
Yeah.
If the content is filtered.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Kasi, yeah, they can be sad talaga nung pinalaya
Yeah,
sila
of
ng
course,
Philippines.
yeah.
But of course, it's filtered kasi it's from the Marcos family. So, they can filter kung ano
It's
lang
their
yung ipapalabas
perception.
nila sa public. So, lahat na nangyari sa movie na yan, hindi lang yun yung mga nangyari.
Are you
during
mad?
that time.
Are you mad?
I'm mad. I'm so mad.
Ayun.
So mad with the Marcos.
So, there you have it. The Made in Malacanang movie.
Okay. Oh, you done.
Ooh.
Okay, last two.
Last two.
Let's pick this one.
Mine, ah?
The rice and the agriculture.
Okay, so
How it, relevant sa present natin?
how is it relevant? Because, as the name says, rice and agriculture. Hindi ba important ang rice sa atin?
Important.
Yeah, because we eat
We're,
it every
we're
day.
Asian.
Yeah, pero
but rice
bro,
eaters.
paano siya naging connected sa
Yeah,
Marcos?
and then we are not the exporter nowadays.
Yeah.
They import with
Import
us.
na!
Later.
Import na!
So why? How is this connected to the Marcoses? So do you remember last election 2022? Marcos said a promise that the price of rice would go down to 20 pesos. Do you
Yup.
remember that?
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I remember saying,
And the 10
No
pesos
way.
ulam.
Oh, yeah. So now, how much is rice in the Philippines per kilo?
60? 50?
Well,
the
that's
the
high-end.
lowest is 16 now.
No, actually, I read an article. The minimum or like the lowest standard of rice is 48 peso per kilo.
That's too far.
That's low quality
Low
rice.
quality na.
Yeah.
So we were talking about 60 pesos. That's like higher end of rice. So with that, I actually researched also how much ba yung monthly income nung poor or labeled as poor income Filipinos. It's around 10,950 pesos.
Per month?
Yeah, per month. So if you break that down, that would be approximately 350 pesos a day. So if 5 kayo sa family, how many kilo of rice can you eat in one day? Like, how many kilo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's 48 kilo, pero kapag marami kayo sa
Yeah,
family, hindi naman siya pwede na
You
1
can-
kilo lang a day.
Yeah, you
Kaya
can.
naglabas
Not
din
enough.
sila ng statement na 120 pesos can survive a day.
No.
120.
Yeah.
120 for one person
Yeah.
cannot even survive.
Yeah.
That's for the whole family daw 120
No.
pesos.
So if you think about it, like if you buy like 2 kilos of rice, that's already 100 peso. So yung breakdown niya every day is 350 peso. So if you spend 100 peso on rice, solely on rice, how are you gonna break down? If may nag-aaral kang anak, how are you gonna break that down? Yung kuryente mo, your ulam actually.
Yeah.
Ang mahal ng...
Ang mahal ng ulam, lalo na
And
the
you
meat.
can't buy na 1 kilo of rice lang.
Yeah, no. That's not possible lalo na if you're not just one na kumakain sa household mo. So, with that being said, false yung claim ni Marcos na mababa.
That can never happen.
It can happen,
It
actually.
can happen.
It can
But
happen.
now,
But now, no.
Especially we are being imported with rice, Thailand rice.
Actually, it's only going up, no?
Yeah.
it's going up.
Yeah, it's going up. So, that's sad if you think about...
And even though sabihin nila, buy na lang yung nabibili sa karinderya na ulam. It's it's 60 to 80 pesos.
Yeah,
one
one
ulam
meal
pa lang.
lang, one
It's one
meal.
ulam. If
There's
you're,
no rice
Basta
there.
mo the whole family.
Yeah, what about the whole...
Whole family, one ulam.
So, how about the agriculture?
Yeah.
We've been talking about rice.
So, sa agriculture section naman, di ba kawawa yung mga farmers natin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ang dami nagre-reklamo actually because not only na kulang yung profit nila, but also hindi sila nabibigyan ng enough funds. Like, they don't get enough support from the government. Like,
Yeah.
how can they like produce good quality of like agriculture if wala silang funds, di ba?
Yeah.
So, that's sad.
But to cover that, nagbigay si Marcos ng mga lupa sa mga farmers natin. Na dating farmers pa.
Yeah.
Para lang masupport na siya nga yung leader of agriculture natin, di ba?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Para masupport niya, so binigay niya yung mga ibang lupa na sakop ng gobyerno dati. So,
Oh.
ayun.
But that is just lupa.
Yeah, the problem
Yeah.
is lupa
Pero
siya. Like, you
mahal
have to
yun.
plant. You have to plant. Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna plant if you don't have the funds to do so?
My dad used to farm rice before. And then he stopped. Kasi he told me, mas malaki pa yung lugi kaysa dun sa kita. Especially in the Philippines, our weather is not constant.
Especially now.
Yeah, hindi mo alam
we are
kung
having
sobrang
El
init
Nino.
ba or uulan ng sobrang lakas. So, and you cannot control the weather. So, yes, mas malaki pa yung lugi kaysa sa kita.
Actually, madami rin instances wherein, like, from our place, I'm from Pampanga, at least. Like, palaging may flood. So, like, the farmers are not protected from that. Like, they don't have a solid plan kung ano ba yung mangyayari sa water drainage natin. Like, no solid plans for that. So, if maka-flood yung mga tanim niya, wala na. The profit would be nowhere na. Like, nothing. So, lahat ng pagod, just for nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think more on sa system natin, we should implement more focus on our farmers and our agriculture section.
And yung ibang farmers, hindi pa nila own yung pina-farm nila.
Yeah, and then, kung wari, magsasaka sila ngayon, ang masasaka nila is, like, 15 bags of rice. Pero in total nun, if after mag-grind ng mga yun, it will be a total of 2 bags lang. And that will be sold for, like, 30 pesos ang isang kilo.
Kasi wala
I know, it's 12 pesos per kilo. Yeah, it's 12 pesos per kilo.
If from the farmer mismo.
Yeah, from the farmers.
Yeah, because they supply it, diba? So,
Yep.
yeah. That's it for our rice and agriculture topic. So, lastly, we have...
Oh, it's last
We
na.
have the Oxford. Oxford?
Okay, so let's talk about Oxford. It is relevant kasi ito yung background studies ng ating current president, Bongbong Marcos. So let's do it by timeline, guys. So first is, kailan ba nakapasok si Marcos sa Oxford? Year 1975. So nagkaroon siya ng 3 courses. Talino. Meron siyang courses na politics, economics, and philosophy. So, in Oxford, by research, you have to pass your exam to graduate. So, if you cannot pass the exam, you cannot graduate. But Marcos took the exam in 1976, but 1 out of 3 preliminary exam lang ang nakapasa.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So, how they can say na-graduate
So,
siya?
hindi siya nakagraduate, right? But, because during that time, his father is the president of the Philippines.
Oh.
So, nagkaroon siya ng big influence. So, the Oxford gave him one more chance to retake. And nagkaroon pa siya ng tutor. I mean, ngayon sa circle ko, wala akong kilalang college student na may tutor. So, very privileged.
But I do have a question. As you've mentioned, because nga, president yung father niya, nabigyan siya ng chance to take another exam. Can that be possible for a normal Oxford student?
No.
Oh.
Hindi siya normal. Actually, hindi nga nangyayari sa research ko.
Yeah.
Special diploma is very rare in Oxford. Kasi Oxford is very high.
Ivy League. It's an
yeah.
Ivy League. Yeah.
Very high standards education sila. So, nangyari lang siya because of the influence of the Marcoses before. And, nagkaroon siya ng, Oxford said, special circumstances. So, kailangan magbigay ng reason for that. So, ang Philippines, syempre, prince natin yan. nagpadala ng armed forces to give reasons for the special circumstances why Marcos failed. So, nagkaroon ng 2 reasons. One reason is health. Actually, 2 reasons yung health. One is asthma. Meron daw siyang asthma. Flu, pagod sa biyahe kasi from Philippines and then from there. And change in temperature. So, masama daw yung pakiramdam niya kasi pabago-bago yung temperature. And the second is nagkaroon daw si Marcos ng psychological effects when he visited Mindanao. Kasi at that time, nagkaroon ng malakas na lindol sa Mindanao. So, nagkaroon ng psychological effect. And Oxford granted. So, nagkaroon ng several exams si Marcos to have the special diploma in social sciences in 1978. So, the million-dollar question, may degree ba si Marcos? Wala. Because special diploma doesn't equate to any degree. So, Marcos didn't graduate. Marcos, wala siyang degree, hindi siya degree holder. And special diploma doesn't equate to a degree, and hindi rin siya more than a degree. It's definitely the less. So our president is not a degree holder. He didn't graduate college. So, and how ironic, sa 3 courses niya, sa politics, economics, and philosophy, economics lang ang nakapasa. Meaning, bumagsak siya sa politics.
Pero, kahit bumagsak siya, tignan nyo sino presidente natin ngayon.
And naging, naging tool din to ng BBM supporters back in election. Kasi, Lenny failed her first
Take off the board.
bar exam.
Bar exam.
So, nagkaroon
Bar
ng ano pa yon kasi, ay, bobo si Lenny kasi bumagsak siya sa first, bar exam
first
niya. Eh, yung president namin, may special. Siyempre, special yun. Siyempre, if you don't know the context of special diploma, special seems so, like, great.
Yup.
May special award siya. Eh, yung president namin, may special diploma. In Oxford pa yan, Oxford pa.
But
So,
if you think about it, they're also victims, no? The people are also victims.
they're really victims.
Because they're not given the full information.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
And
but
even though we have all the resources now to fact check, marami pa rin, especially people are more on the history type.
it's still hard to fight their view. Kasi, Filipino tend to, parang, alam mo yun, pag may narinig ka na, yun na yun.
Yun na yun.
Yun na yun.
You cannot validate that. That's why, ang hirap paliwanagan ng mga tao back then, nung election. I remember, lagi kong tinatanong sa ate ko, kasi in our family, we're all Lenny supporters. Lagi kong tinatanong sa ate ko, alam mo yung, parang mas maiintindihan mo pa yung mga mas matatandang tao kung bakit sila Marcos kaysa dun sa mga ka-age na natin.
Yes.
Pero Marcos pa rin sila. They have all the privilege, pero hindi sila they don't seek the facts. So, yeah, victim sila, but somehow, nakakapagod na rin.
So, how will you defend that, Anya? Being a Marcos supporter.
Nice! I'm not. I'm just from the north.
Just from the north.
Just from the north, but I'm Lenny. I'm one of the minorities there.
But you are surrounded with Marcos.
Yeah.
Yeah. From that experience then, all my families, except for my cousins, are Marcos supporters. They're
see?
very much loyalists. Naniniwala nga sila sa mga
Gold.
Yeah.
Really?
Show them this video.
And then, ang pinaka-pinapaniwala nila is about the windmill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kasi syempre, taga-norte kami and malapit lang sa amin ng Ilocos Norte. So,
Yeah. Especially me. My family is half in the Ilocos Norte and half in the Ilocos Sur. And then, they really believe with the...
If you merge that.
They really believe with the windmill. So,
Yeah.
lagi nilang binabato sa amin. Si Marcos nga nagpagawa ng windmill. O, si Lenny nyo ba anong ginawa? Diba?
Angat buhay. It's really hard to seek truth or to fight for the truth.
Yeah.
If lahat ng tao sa paligid mo may nakaset na perspective. That's why we chose perception and truth. Because truth is really hard to fight for. Sabi nga ni Vice ganda, ang hirap mong piliin. Pero pinipili pa rin kita. Pilipinas. Okay, let's close this.
okay.
Mahirap mahalin, pero mamahalin.
Yeah.
Hala, Sir Rex, nag-exceed pa kami.
48 minutes!
I'm sorry, sir. We cannot do anything about it.
Sir, we're sorry!
Sir, promise.
Sir,
All of this made sense.
yeah. Sir, all of these are based from research and such.
Yes.
These are all credible.
We cannot cut it po.
We cannot cut it.
Oh, wala po yung
destroy the
context.
essence of a video podcast. I hope you
Yes.
understand, sir.
We love you, sir!
Thank you, sir.
We are the
3AM.
I'm Anya.
I'm Ira.
I'm Anne.
Ma'am May.
The only M.
I'm Bill Unique, guys.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye!
Semester.
Bye-bye.